What is up, guys? Nintenjoel here once again, and it's time for another pickup episode. Third time's charm. Third time recording this. First one just grew legs and walked away. I don't know what happened to it. It's not on my desktop, which is where I put all my videos. Checked every folder on my desktop, not there. It wasn't in my phone, which is what I record these on, and yeah, the video I recorded after it, though, was on my phone, or no, it was on my computer, so that means I did transfer that one over, and possibly transferred the other one over, and it just, I don't know, it's gone. It's gone, and then the second one, I was just rambling too long, so, yeah. Got rid of that one, too. So let's try this again. You know, sometimes people don't talk about the struggles of YouTubers, but damn it. Alright, so anyways, got some pickups for you guys today. Did want to say thank you guys very much, anybody that's followed me on Twitter. We reached 100, which was my goal for a while. That was my, main goal. I guess my next goal is 200. Seems like a nice round number. But thank you to anybody that's followed me there. If you haven't followed me there, it is Nintenjoel on Twitch, and lately I've been streaming Ghost of Tsushima, which is quickly becoming a new favorite game. Really fun. Anyways, got some pickups here, 15 of them in fact, as per usual. Let's start with the Switch stack. We'll do things a little bit opposite this time. My buddy Ryan sold me 3 games, and he sold them to me for I think 40 bucks, so it was a really good deal for these 3 games. Now, they're all, you know, fairly cheapo games, but games that I've been wanting to play. So we've got Contra Rogue Core, which looks pretty cool, but it's a very divisive game. Some people love it, some people hate it. A lot of people hate it. It's not side-scrolling, so I mean, it's arguably a Contra game, but, you know, parts of 3 weren't side-scrolling either, so I don't know. I've been wanting to try this out, though, and cheap as hell, so there you go. Got that, and then Super Bomberman R. Definitely a game I've been wanting to play, and now it's dirt cheap. I actually don't know why this game is so dirt cheap. It looks awesome. I like Bomberman games. I like Super Famicom Bomberman games. I like the original Bomberman game. I like the one on TurboGrafx. I like Mega Bomberman on Sega Genesis. Pretty fun stuff, so I'm sure I will like that one as well. And this is another game that I don't understand why it's so cheap. Did this game suck? I really don't know anything about this, but it's Mega Man 11. It's side-scrolling, and it looks like Metroid. I mean, Mega Man. It does not look like Metroid. But yeah, it's side-scrolling. It's Mega Man. I don't know why this is so dirt cheap, and I don't know if it's good. I've not really heard anybody talk about this, so got that for cheap. We'll see if it's okay, I guess. Finally got this limited run game. I pre-ordered this a long-ass time ago. I beat the first Blaster Master 0, and then I have the second one. I started playing that one recently, and got my ass kicked by the second boss. But here's Blaster Master 03, if I could ever get through that second game. And we'll check out this one, but it looks really cool. This one graphically looks really neat, and I really like the packaging and everything. I believe the second game came with cards, which was pretty cool. But yeah, Blaster Master 03, some Metroidvania type style action, except for you're in a vehicle. Everybody knows what Blaster Master is, right? Old Nintendo game, vehicle, Metroidvania, fun stuff. Really fun stuff. So we'll see how that one goes. So here's a game that I was looking forward to for a long time, and I tried it as soon as I got it, and I really, really loved it. And that's Astria Ascending. And this basically is it's a turn-based RPG, but the thing is exploration takes place on a 2D field, so it's like side-scrolling exploration, and when you're in town and stuff like that, not unlike something like Dragon's Crown or something. But combat is actually turn-based, enemies on one side, your people on the other side, kind of like Final Fantasy traditional combat. So interesting mix and very beautiful graphics, very beautiful soundtrack. I almost dropped it and hit myself in the face. Anyways, what I was gonna say, the only thing is when you start this game, there's this the very first thing you have to do is a quick urgent mission. And of course I didn't do it quick because I like to explore everything, but it's this quick urgent mission. It's got this music going on, and it doesn't change no matter what you're doing until you're done with that mission. And so I was getting into fights, I was exploring, I was talking to shop owners, and like the music wasn't changing. And I was like, what? Does this game have one song? Like, man, this is terrible if this just has one song in the entire game. But no, it's just that first mission. I just took forever exploring it when I should have just went straight to the place and did the mission, and then the music would have stopped. But no, I sat there exploring for like a half hour with the same song going over and over and over, and I was like, what is wrong with this game? But it wasn't the game. It was me. So, yeah, don't make the same mistake I made. Just stupid RPGers, right? Just have to explore every nook and cranny. Oh, I'm supposed to go that way? Oh, that means that I'm going to go this way first because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Then I'll go that way and advance the story. So, same day that I got Astria Ascending, I believe... I could be wrong about that, but I got Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now, here's the problem with being a YouTuber and, like, holding aside your games... you know, because I can't do a pickup video every time I get new games, otherwise the pickup video would have one game in it, or two games in it. So, you know, they sit around until I've got enough for a video. And this one, because I'm behind by a couple videos, this game has been sitting around since release day, not shown on a pickup video. Now, I've played it. I played it right away, actually. In fact, I streamed part of it. But yeah, I'm not showing it until, you know, 2022. And this came out months ago. What, November? Yeah, I think it was November. But I did get this almost opening day. I was really sick back then. Not COVID related, but yeah, I was really sick, so I think I ended up having to wait a few days while this sat at GameStop with my name on it, crying out for me. But very fun game, highly recommended, as is Astria Ascending. Two RPGs that I really think did a good job. Very fun stuff. Moving on, we've got some PlayStation 4 stuff. Nothing super special here, except for the price. GTA 5, PlayStation 4, still sealed. I've never played this game. Yeah, I've barely played any GTA games, like, at all. I've played a little bit of Vice City, and I think that might be it. So GTA 5, always wanted to play this, and it was $10 at Walmart. $10! I couldn't pass on that. I have no reason not to play it now. Here's a game I've been after for quite some time, but could not find, at least not locally. I mean, I could have ordered it at any time, but I was like, it's such a cheap game, it's got to come up sometime, right? Yeah, it took me freaking forever to find this game. Call of Cthulhu on PS4. This is a horror game in the Cthulhu mythos type thing, and I've just been kind of getting into the whole Cthulhu mythos. I just think it's really cool and dark and scary, and so I wanted one of these games that just deals with that, and yeah, it looks cool. It's like third-person action, exploration, psychotic shit. So this showed up at GameSwap, though, the other day, and was pretty stoked about that, because, again, cheap game, not easy to find. Okay, this one was recommended to me by good old Roaming Dan, and if you haven't seen Roaming Dan's newest pickup video, it is chock full of, like, so many pickups, it's absolutely ridiculous. So go check out Roaming Dan's channel. But Greedfall, he recommended this to me, and for some reason the time period, which looks like it's maybe after the Revolutionary War, you know, exploring America type thing, this reminds me of Manifest Destiny, which is a comic series. I've got them in graphic novel format, but I think it's a comic book series originally. But Manifest Destiny is really cool. It's about them exploring, like, the New World and them finding crazy monsters and stuff, and this looks like people exploring the New World, and there's a crazy monster right there, so I'm into it. You got me. Focus, home interactive. Good job. Okay, so Nier Replicant, was stoked to see this literally going for half the price it was going for the week before. I thought about buying this not that long ago, and it was like 60 bucks. Then, like, a week later, I went into GameStop, and it was $30, and I was like, okay, the time is now. So, Nier Replicant looks awesome. Third-person perspective RPG with crazy segments that are like bullet hell shoot-'em-ups. So, super crazy combination. I have played the original Nier, but not a ton of it. I have not played Replicant yet, and I have not played Nier Automata, which I have right back there. But I want to get to these soon. They look cool. So, excuse me, almost hiccuped or burped. Not really sure which, but okay. So here's a game. Here's a game. Here's a game. You need to keep your eye out for this if you're an RPGer. If you're an RPGer, maybe you know something about Blue Reflection, but that's an extremely expensive PS4 game. It's really hard to find. It goes for over $100. I could be wrong, but I think it goes for like close to $200. I could be wrong. But it's more than I'm willing to pay, and it's definitely over $100. So when Blue Reflection Second Light came out, as soon as I saw it, I just grabbed it, because I was like, well, I mean... Well, first of all, fear of missing out, right? What if this game really kicks ass and it becomes a $180 game? There's that. But also, it looks cool. It looks really neat. Kind of girly, but not in a bad way girly, like the Hyper Neptunia games and all that crap. That's too far. That's too much. Can't do that stuff. I can't do that stuff or Disgaea. I don't know why. Just those two, just presentation-wise, I'm just like, ah. My eyes. But this looks okay. This looks like a pretty cool RPG. So, Blue Reflection Second Light, if you see this for a decent price, or, you know, just its normal price, grab it probably, if you like RPGs, because you don't want to find out that Blue Reflection Second Light's like the greatest RPG ever, and oh, guess what? It's $200, like, you know, 3 months from now, so, yeah. Okay, so that's the Switch stuff, that's the PS4 stuff, and now we've got 4 more items, some pretty cool games, well, 3 games, 1 box. Starting with something that you guys are going to be like, what? Star Wars... What does it say? Oh, Star Wars Arcade. The green is really weird. Contrasts with the laser blast, and it's really hard to differentiate what the letters are. Star Wars on 32X. Now you may be saying to yourself, Nintenjoel, why are you buying a 32X game? Nobody likes 32X, especially me. I don't like 32X. Here's the thing. I still have my 32X. It's in box. Notice I didn't say complete in box, but it's in box, and it's got most of the stuff to it, and I didn't have a game for this, and it hasn't been fired up for years, so I didn't know if it still works. I had to actually buy an aftermarket cord because I somehow lost a cord, and here we are with a game for $10 that I found used, so I can actually test it and get rid of it. And we'll just get rid of the game with it. Whatever. No big deal. No big deals. Okay, next game, I didn't know I wanted this. Dragon Quest VII, what is it? Fragments of the Forgotten Past. Now it has a title. But I didn't know I wanted this. I randomly saw somebody talking about this game on a video. I think it was a list. And so it just like briefly showed gameplay, and I was like, what? You got a graphical upgrade? I thought this was just a straight port of I almost said Final Fantasy, of Dragon Warrior 7, and no, it's got like a graphical upgrade, and it looks awesome, and it's pretty cool, and I really like that game. I actually got Dragon Warrior 7 when it came out, right when it came out on PS1, and really loved the game. Never beat it, because I mean, who has 200 hours for a Dragon Quest game? But I really love the game, and this seems like a good way to try to finally beat the game. Looks pretty neat. So, got that. That thing's going up. Every Dragon Warrior game, Dragon Quest game, except for the first one, are going up, so just get it if you can. This is crazy. This is not a game. This is a box and a manual. No, there's no map. But finally, I have Final Fantasy. I know it says 3, but it's 6, right? We all know it's 6. But Final Fantasy 6, finally got the box for this. This is crazy. It's in super good shape. The manual's in super nice shape. I did have a manual before, but it was in pretty rough shape, so I'll trade that if anybody wants a rough shape manual. But, yeah, the box is in great shape, and it goes right along with my Final Fantasy II, we know it's 4, box, and my Final Fantasy 1 box, and I have a couple on Game Boy Advance, and I got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest in box, so I'm pretty stoked about this. I just need to find a map, but really, one of the greatest pickups ever. I am so stoked. And what's really funny, if you watch my last couple of pickup videos, this was totally sitting on the shelf right here, right where Mario RPG was, and so you have a little preview there. I don't know if anybody noticed that. Okay, last pickup, last game. No, it's not the most expensive thing here. This was. But this is something that I am so incredibly stoked for. You know, it's not always about value. In fact, it rarely for me is about value. It's about what you really want, and this game was something I really wanted. This is at the top of my want list for years. Few, maybe more years, but if you guys know, if you guys follow me on Twitch, you guys know I'm a huge Ys fan, and I've been looking for Ys 7 on PSP for so damn long. I finally found it for a decent deal on eBay. This usually goes for more than $100. You know, PSP games fluctuate. And at one point, I almost bought this for $90. And then I kicked myself because it ended up going up to like $120 or $130 or something like that. But then, randomly, one day I looked for it on eBay, and it was like $80. And this guy was like, yeah, the UMD might have some scratches on it, like the outer case on the UMD, but the disc is fine. And then I got the game, and I'm like, this is perfect. Like, it's literally perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. The UMD is in great shape. The disc in the UMD is in great shape. Manual, everything, great shape. Super stoked. I am a stoked Nintenjoel now. Ys 7, absolutely one of my top games crossed off my list. And if you're not familiar with the Ys series, you really got to get on board with the action, exploratory, crazy fast combat, and all your extra powers and stuff. It's so much fun. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Follow me on Twitch. That'd be sweet. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite pickup? What have you picked up lately? And can we all agree that the 32X sucks? I'm pretty sure we can. It's the Atari Jaguar of Sega. So, anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this one sticks. Third time's the charm, right? Hopefully. Anyways, you guys rule. Much love, and keep rocking the retro games.